Hello and welcome back to the Twitch Player Lounge. Another interview coming at you. I am Richard Lewis, doing all the interviews here for Twitch. And we've got the grand finalists, or representative from them, Reason Gaming, in the League of Legends tournament here. And I'm here now with the jungler, Kikis. So, how are you? You feeling good?
I'm feeling good, pretty good. It's always good to be in finals.
Yeah, definitely. It beats the alternative.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about how you got there. When I saw your lineup on paper and how strong it was, I was thinking, you know, wow, these guys have got a chance.
Yeah.
But I think everyone felt Nip were maybe the favourites. And you had to play them very early on in the tournament, and they beat you. So what happened?
Well, they have a lot of star players, so of course, like, even in Sweden, NIP is really popular, so I guess the whole crowd is cheering for them. And when we played them, we just make like 2 stupid mistakes. We were like 4k gold ahead, and we just did one bad decision in team fight, the second bad decision in team fight, and they were ahead, and just we couldn't come back.
But I mean, I don't know, you seem to have stomped everybody else. So what was it about Nip that really stood out? I mean, apart from your mistakes, who do you think was playing really well for them against you?
I think they're really experienced players, especially with the Alexis on top lane, and they just snowballed on our bad decisions. They were just doing better decisions and just outplayed us.
I thought Freeze played well against you guys as well. You made a decision not to ban Twitch in the picks and bans. Is that something you regret? I mean, do you think maybe you should have banned out that champion as he's strong right now?
I think Freeze is just as strong as another champions, even though Twitch is like probably top 1 AD carry, the most contested one. And I think the other bans were just too good to let them pass on.
So, look, let's talk about your team. You've got LCS experienced players, the guys that were with, MYM. It's a really strong lineup. What's it like to sort of join? Because, you're a new player playing with these guys. So, what's it been like?
Well, I think I bring a lot to the team because from the time the Mokate stepped down, they were struggling with the shot calling and the decision making. And I think I just fulfilled that role, and all together with Libik we just do mostly good decisions about the mid-game, net game, and objective control.
I mean, your jungle style is super aggressive as well.
Yeah.
How does that help your team?
The best thing that is, I think, Tekfan is a really skilled player, and mostly when your mid laner is winning the lane, you can just snowball from there. You can run with him to the other lanes, you can just go to the enemy jungle, ward it up, and just control enemy buffs, and I think that's a really good thing.
And you also did, well, we talked about it earlier before the interview, what I thought may be a massive, troll pick, because you were going to win the game anyway. But Gragas jungle, I've seen it done on some streams, but like I can't think of it being used sort of at an event like DreamHack or anything like that. It probably has been, but I certainly don't remember it. Why did you pick Gragas?
I think that Gragas is just being strong with all the other picks being nerfed, Kha'Zix being nerfed, Alice being nerfed. Even though Alice is high contested pick in the all tournaments, I don't find her that great. And I think with the recent Gragas changes, he went from the AP mid to just the tanky, maybe a bit AP from the hunting guys, jungler that with his W has a lot of damage anyway, even though he's like building full tank.
Yeah. I want to talk about Reason Gaming. How did you meet them? Because as I said in another interview I did with their CSGO team, they're really known for bringing up new talent, young players, and mainly in the UK, in Britain. So how did you guys get to know them, and how did you end up in the team?
We got invited to the DreamHack, and we need an organization to get to the DreamHack. And Reason came up to us and said, yeah, it's fine. Even though it's 2 weeks to the DreamHack, yeah, we can do it. We can send you guys and just take care of you.
That's awesome. So you didn't even know you were going to be here?
Well, we were invited, but yeah, we didn't know for sure, for 100%.
I mean, because if you didn't find an organization, would you guys have paid by yourself?
Probably not. It's really expensive
Yeah.
for the Polish environment. Like the food is like 3 or 4 times expensive.
Yeah, Sweden's a crazy country for that. Beer's expensive too, as we found out. But I mean, what have you made of DreamHack? Is it your first time at a DreamHack event?
No, I've been in DreamHack 1 year and 2 years ago.
Okay.
And though I didn't do that well, I found DreamHack really good. Even though the tournaments are not the main focus, because there's a lot of people just playing the game, enjoying themselves, and I think that's really great that there's just one place every year, or even like more. I think that's 2 times per year, where players can gather and just enjoy their life.
Right. So you guys are in the Challenger League, the Coke Zero League. I know. I think you're playing for 3rd and 4th.
Yes.
Is it right? Okay. Yes. Remembered. I'm very old. My memory's going. So how's that been panning out for you guys? And you know, do you have? Well, let's talk about that. So how's the season gone?
You mean?
Yeah. Well, are you happy with the third and 4th?
Well, there's always not being happy, not being first, of course. Last Friday we played versus H2K, and they were really close matches. There was 1-1, and then in last game we had like 10K gold lead.
Yeah.
Just that they had a team comp that we couldn't really dive or push.
Yeah.
They had like Kale, Nidali, and they were just sticking to their turrets and just abusing the power of heals and then Kale ultimate. So we're gonna play in the Thursday, I think, for the 3rd place, and we really need to win that, because if we win, we're gonna go to the next speed of Coke.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very big game for you guys. I mean, have you guys talked about it? The possibility that you could maybe get into LCS, is that?
Well, of course, it's like the dream of everyone in our team, and that's just our goal. And of course, even though the 3 players were in the LCS before, so they're for sure aiming to be there again.
It's a lot of pressure, though, ahead of that game, knowing there's so much at stake.
Well, it's not the most valuable game. There's gonna be more. The most important will be relegations if we're gonna get there.
Yeah.
So we are just aiming for that and focusing on getting there.
How strong would you say the challenger scene is in general in Europe? I mean, it always seemed to be really weak. Like when I was interviewing non-LCS teams, there were mixes, they'd only been teams for like a week and then they'd break up if they didn't win all their games, and it seemed to be a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
Seems more structured now. Organizations like Reason, organizations like NIP. What do you think about it?
Well, I think even though the challenge scene is not that stable as LCS, there's I guess not enough support for some teams. Some players can't afford to play full-time, and even though that, there's a lot of talented players here, and maybe every season teams are changing. They are still strong, and I was actually surprised none of the team that were in Challenger didn't get to the LCS.
So back to DreamHack and immediate concerns. As we've established, you are in the grand final.
Yep.
You are going to be playing that. Most people think you'll be playing NIP again. They've got to win their next game, of course, but I think most people think that will happen. If it's a rematch and you get a chance of revenge, what are you going to do differently? Don't give away any tactics or anything, but I mean mentality-wise.
We'll just be more calm. It was our first game, actually, in this lineup. It was our first LAN event game. I think we'll just be playing more smart and trying to not throw away our lead, because I think we gonna probably win early game again, and I hope we won't give the advantage again.
Okay, well, look, it's been great to talk to you, and best of luck in the final. Just before we go, I know you probably got some shout-outs to do, sponsors, friends, anything.
Well, big thanks to Reason Gaming. They are taking care of us, and they are really supportive. And thanks to everyone that are supporting us and cheering for us.
Awesome. Well, thanks a lot for that, Kikis. It's been great to talk to you. Always nice to meet new people. And to everyone out there in cyberspace, do stay tuned to the stream. We are going to bring you more interviews like this one from the Twitch Player Lounge here at DreamHack Summer.